Cha, 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 Igbo kwenu, oe. Cha, 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 Igbo kwenu, oe. Cha, 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 Igbo kwenu, oe. Abia kwenu, oe. Anambra kwenu, oe. Ebonyi kwenu, oe. Enugu kwenu, oe. Imo kwenu, oe. Nigeria kwezuonu, iyororororo, waya. Hello, beautiful friends, families, and loved ones. I welcome you all to my Igbo segment called Let's Learn Everything About the Igbo. I'm your host, Mr. or Mazi B.O., a full-fledged Igbo son and teacher of Igbo language, culture and traditions, and general issues that affect our lives in society, the lives of the Igbo and the lives of the non-Igbo. Today we are going to talk about an interesting aspect of the Igbo culture called ICHISA AKPATA. It involves the masquerading again. So but this time around, what that ICHISA AKPATA means is dropping the mbajara. No, I didn't tell you the other time that mbajara, which is known as the cane or the whip, that the masquerade and its followers, clutch as they move around entertaining people. The same mbajara is also called AKPATA in some Igbo land that, like where I come from, is called AKPATA. That's the cane, the whip. All right, so when it's all about ICHISA, ICHISA in Igbo means to drop, to put to the ground, to put an end. When it is used in that form, ICHISA AKPATA, that's dropping of the canes, the whips. It's all about ending the beginning of that masquerade season. After every other thing has been done by the masquerade and its followers, people have been entertained to their satisfactions. So when it comes to the last time, the last day of the masquerades to parade, to do all they are known for, things they do, what they are known to do. So after they have done all that, they have accomplished all that for that very season. That last day, which is the completion of their outing, when that day comes, is called ICHISA AKPATA. So many displays take effect. A lot of things are done. Different masquerades will come from all nooks and crannies to entertain people. That others from neighboring towns will come. There will be a kind of challenge. There will competitions, let me put it that way. They will compete with one another. Big shots who have come in to witness the occasions will be, loaded in such a way that money will be given out, pledges will be made, where if this particular masquerade is able to do this, social amount will be given. Something apart from the monetary prizes will also be given as well, especially the followers. So many things will take effect that day, the last day of that season of the season of the masquerades. So all masquerades, or rather each masquerade, does everything to prove to the watchers, the observers, that they are really the best, or is really the best. So each masquerade, as you know, has got its followers. Although in some parts of the Igbo land, there are some masquerades who go alone. Those masquerades are assumed or believed to be, more dangerous than any other masquerade. They don't have followers. They'll go alone, sing, do all they have to do, and at the end of the day, they go to work. They know how that one is done. I do not know. So even if I know, it's not something I will come here to start talking about, to divulge in their secrets, because their secrets, as I told you for the beginning of this discussion, centered on the masquerade, that their secrets are esoterics. They are shut up from the camera. It's not, the secrets are not meant for the general public. So they are shut from the public eye. All right? Okay, now, all those things, all those displays are done. People get entertained. Food, drinks are in assortment, as the rich ones provide so many things to make people comfortable. In so many homes, especially the towns that this masquerade emanates from, kind of each person you want to visit, each family you want to visit, will make sure you are fully entertained. You will eat to your satisfaction. If you're someone who likes the green bottle, or you you have them in assortment. So, but the bottom line is that you are made to enjoy that very day, the last day of the masquerade outing. You understand? So you see live trees. Now that's when they test their powers. This is the power stored in the AKPATA. That is the mwadra, the cane, the whip. So you see some live coconut. You know full well that this coconut is live, and use fruits. Someone will come and use that AKPATA on mwadra to hit as if that tree were a human. So once the person flogs the tree, from that moment on, the tree will wither. The tree will start withering. What that means is that the tree will become lifeless. At a time, the fruits, if it's the one that has got some fruits, in it, the fruits that are not yet done, the fruit will start breaking off and falling down. At a time, the tree itself will fall down. That means something has taken effect. Something has been instilled in the tree. So, but that is by the way. So all the live crops around, so many things, even the animals. So they keep hitting animals as well. There are so many things that are not pleasant that are in the canes that are being used by the masquerades and their followers. So such unpleasant things, when the canes are hit on people, those things are transferred to such people. It will be some kind of okay, let me not talk about those ones. But what I'm saying here is that on the last day, not that these things do not take place, when the festival starts, at the beginning of the festival, but that the last day is usually the hottest. That's when people are most entertained. So, and that's when people equally get one unpleasant thing or the other. So people are usually most careful on the closing date, the ICHISA day, the last day of the masquerade season. Understand? So it's compulsory that every masquerade has to put down its cane. That means it's the end of masquerading or the masquerade season. Understand? That's the way it's called. So don't ask me if the masquerades eat. I don't know whether they eat. I see them dance. Like I told you in the other video that I don't know whether it's a human being that you find behind the masks. So whoever it is, whatever it is esoteric to it and its followers. I choose to use the word it because I wouldn't say his or her followers. That will lead you to begin to think that the person behind the mask could be a male or a female. So that's why I chose to use its, ITS. So that's just it. So the last day of the masquerading season usually entertains people the most. So people feel so thrilled, the most thrilled, because you see so many abracadabra that day. People come to display. People who now, some people who wears greater powers, than others. So you see some people, putting the machete, the machete will just hang. See the machete hanging in the air. Those things, they are not ordinary. So that's when you see people, masquerades displaying powers, their followers as well. Who is superior to the other? Who is greater than the other? Who should be most feared, across the community or the town. So a lot of things happen during the last day of the masquerade season. Remember I told you masquerade seasons, during the Christmas, the New Year, the Easter, and the New Year festival periods. That's when you see masquerades coming out to display, all they know. Okay, so before the period comes up, you see people, the followers and masquerades, kind of doing, what do I call it? Learning one thing to They will learn the dance they will come out with, the way they dance the songs, and how the songs will be sung, and how people are expected to be entertained when the songs are sung. So this is just one of the interesting parts of them. Understand? Um, the auditions and all that, take place. There's one word I'm trying to remember that I should use to talk about the masquerades and its followers getting prepared for the D-days, like the Christmas, New Year, Easter periods, and the New Year festival periods as well. So many activities take effect that day. But the people who are careless, I mean the watchers, the bystanders who are careless usually feel regrets, a lot of regrets at the end of the day, because they didn't do what they should have done, or they did what they shouldn't have done. So it's all about somebody being precautious during that period. If you are going out of your town to witness another masquerading display, you should be more prepared. You should be cautious, knowing full well that the one or the ones in your own vicinity are different from the ones you're going to see. So that means you have to be highly precautious to protect yourself, to save yourself, so that you don't get hurt at the end of the day and begin to regret why you even got engaged or traveled to a particular place to watch one masquerade or the other display. All right, that's all for now. So I've been able to tell you about ICHISA AKPATA, which is a dropping of the whips by the masquerade and its followers. That's the last day of the masquerade seasons. So as you can see, Igbo cultures and traditions are numerous. They are uncountable. So you have got a lot to learn as long as you keep following me. Then if you subscribe, then you have a lot more to learn. Then in this at this point in time, okay, at this very juncture, I would ask you people to subscribe to my channel and leave everything that bothers you about all I've taught so far in the comment section. And once I see it, I'll be able to deal with it to your satisfaction. That's a promise I've made and committed to ensuring that you learn everything about the Igbo and how you should learn them and the things you should know as long as our paths have crossed each other. All right then, I expect you to subscribe to my channels after taking cue, listening to all I have done so far, because I believe I am doing things that will ensure that someone you see, whose face you see, is someone who knows a lot or who knows the onions about what he is talking about. All right, guys, it's late. I know you would like to go to bed, and that's good. Even myself, I would want to catch a nap as well. Or is it a nice sleep? You said nap is for afternoon. All right. See you some other time, guys. Bye-bye from here. Love you all.